Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, once again, with the man, the legend as they call him, Hal Bell. How you doing today, Hal?
Great yourself, Coach.
I'm doing well. All right, Hal. It's a touchy subject here. Penn State football report came out this week. It was a sealed document, I guess for insurance purposes. 14-year-old boy in 1976 came to Joe Paterno and told him at the football camp that Jerry Sandusky touched him in the shower. Okay. According to the report, Paterno basically said, "I don't want to hear it. I have to get ready. I have to get ready for football season." Now this is basically a lot of people are up in arms about this, like saying, "What kind of person is Paterno?" What do you think about this? Is Paterno? Is that true? You think it's true, or what's the legend's thought process on this?
Well, he knew about it.
Okay, so you think
he just stood by and did nothing.
Okay.
But not only him, you had the assistant coaches knew, and this even went up, as we found out, to Grand Spaniards.
Right.
And which did nothing.
Right.
So, and as far as Paterno, the guy's dead. So you can't continue to be it.
But the story just came out. The story came out.
Well, you know what? You can lose respect, and I'm sure a lot of people have.
Okay. The question I want to ask you is, does this change your opinion of Joe Paterno as a person, as a human being?
Well, yes. I mean,
how would you describe right now as a human being? How would you describe him as a person?
Well, you know what is, probably someone that's professionally driven.
Okay.
That mainly, doesn't care about some issues.
Right.
And he was more worried about his program, and he wasn't going to let something like that get in his way.
But don't you think he ever said anything over the years, like to Sandusky, like I was one of his best buddies, like, listen, you can't be doing this stuff. You can't be doing this stuff.
I think he took him aside and made beginning about it, but evidently it didn't stop.
Because there was another incident in 1971. I think the kid was 15, now he's 60. And he told Paterno, and Paterno didn't do anything. Nothing happened then either.
Well, no. This is some, he was, he's a great football coach, but professionally driven.
Okay, but what else, a person? If you change your opinion, everyone that I know, I've never met Joe, but everyone I know that's talked to him, worked for him, blah, blah, has met him, they see he's the nicest guy in the world. He's a good guy.
Well, you know what? From the outside looking in, but I assume the more that you know him, that you would suspect that maybe he isn't that nice. You have to separate the persona from the football coach to the human being.
Okay.
Now this was a terrible thing that the human being did. And I'm going to make it two of them from Sandusky to
they said it's Schifino and Bradley. They knew too, and they're saying they didn't. They're saying they didn't know anything. How? If you work at a football team, you're on the team. You work with those guys every day. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that whole.
And then you got a lot of the public people, like social media. They're getting pissed off. They're saying that he's the scum of the earth, Paterno. And they're acting like they would have done something. A lot of people, my opinion, Hal, is that people don't want to get involved. They're figure he did this. Let someone else report him. I don't want to.
Like 95% of the people would have done nothing.
Right.
Okay, but on the other hand, that doesn't make it right.
Right. I agree with you.
So if we all stood by and did nothing, we would have a pretty lousy world.
So right now, your opinion of Joe Paterno. Is he at the bottom of the totem pole? Is he a scum?
Well, as a human being, I would definitely give him a thumbs down.
Okay.
Okay, and I don't think that they should bring the statue back.
Okay.
Okay, because that's going to bring back an era that a lot of people.
Okay, one more question, Hal. Jerry Sandusky, pedophile, correct?
Yes.
Everyone hates Sandusky. I agree. Yes. I would do slow torture to the guy. Now, isn't there basically a double-edged sword there in the sense where the same people that hate Sandusky are listening to Michael Jackson tonight in the
radio. That was
listening
themselves to Michael Jackson.
They're listening to Michael Jackson tonight. So.
Yeah, well, you know what? Everything's a double edge and all that, but I think the true difference is that there was enough evidence on Sam Dusky he got caught.
Okay, and then the president of the university, they didn't do anything either, right?
No. I mean, you know what? You want to talk about lowest of the lowest, and I thought that Spaniards should have did jail time.
Okay.
I mean, because you know when we're talking about a university, it's from the top down.
Okay.
And he was.
But the players that have played for Joe before, when they hear these stories, they're still going to back the guy because he's a great guy.
Well,
they're still backing their friend.
It would be in their best interest not to cross.
Like the local guy, Franco Harris. Franco's that's his boy.
He did a
you got to
lot
give
of
him.
things, Franco.
But he's loyal to him.
Yeah, but there's a time to be loyal, and there's a time of when the facts are presented, and it turns out that he did a terrible thing. It's a time to back off.
Okay.
And I think this is making Franco like a bad right now.
Okay. And if you've met Franco, hypothetically, the legend runs into Franco.
Okay.
Would you say why are you supporting Joe Paterno for what he did? Would you have the balls to say that to him?
Well, you know what? Hopefully,
all right.
You know what? There's a human right issue here.
Okay.
And so hopefully that Franco would have enough sense to back off.
Okay. As usual, we appreciate the man, touchy subject. Always love talking to the legend. The legend, Al Bell.